Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the threats to the operating system. There are basically two kinds of threats. One is the program threats and another is system threats. So program threats means when any program created by a user is used by another user, then the misuse of the program may occur. Now the common way by which this behavior can be achieved are Trojan horses. Now these are some of the examples of this program threats. Trojan horses, then we can have trapdoors, stack and buffer overflow, etc. So if we say that Trojan horses are the programs that sit idly and transmits all the user information to the attacker. Now for example, if there is a Trojan horse in your system and you are logging into your account on any browser and that Trojan horse is attached to this browser. So whenever you are typing anything like the username and password to any website to access that website, so these information are recorded by this Trojan horse and these information are sent to the attacker. So in this way, this Trojan horse program is created by a user and is used by the attacker to prevent some attacks to the system. So such kinds of attacks, such kinds of threats come under the program threats. So one more example can be, there is a program created by a user, say X, and that programs get installed on Y's machine. So the program that X created is such that it consumes all of the resources of Y. So in this kind of situation, the buffer overflow can occur. So these are the program threats. Then we have system threats. System threats means the OS files or resources are misused. Basically there are two different kinds of threats to the system. One is worms and another is virus. So what I am going to do is I will write the definition or the theoretical part of this worms and virus and then come back to the video and explain each of this one by one. So worms are the small computer programs that replicates or duplicates themselves. These worms contains malicious code that cause major damage to the OS files. Now the worms don't cause direct damage. It is not like that worm deletes a file or do some modification to the files. Instead, they consume lot of system resources, thus denying service to the user. So for example, if there is a OS and most of the resources of the OS is consumed by worms. So if there are user U1 making some request to the OS, then this service is rejected by the OS because OS resources are itself consumed by the worms. Then viruses. Viruses are small programs written to alter the way a computer operates. Now viruses are small programs that replicates itself and also they do some modification to the system files. They executes without the user permission, can replicate itself just like worms, but they do certain modification to the files or they change the functionality of the files. Now there are four stages in which a virus can be present. First is the dormancy phase. So on infecting a new machine or a program, a virus remains dormant for a while. Now dormancy phase means the virus is not doing anything it is just sitting on the system. So it is done so that the system doesn't detect the presence of the virus in your system. So once the dormancy phase is completed, the virus enters into the propagation phase, and in this virus attempts to infect other programs on the host machine. So in this, virus tries to get attached to the programs or the host files. By getting attached, it means it is infecting the host files. Now once the virus is attached to the host file, then the next phase can be done, which is a triggering phase. The trigger is activated to facilitate the transmission to the damage stage. So trigger can be anything. Trigger means once this triggering phase is over, the virus enters into the damage phase and makes those modifications to the files to which they get attached. Now the trigger can be anything like count the number of clicks to the file. So for example, if the trigger is after 5 times the file is opened, the virus enters into the triggering phase. So once that is done, the damage to the file takes place. So this is how a virus works. So in this video we have seen about the program threats. Basically Trojan horse is important. Then in system threats, virus and worms are important. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such tutorials. Thank you.